She reminds me. Thank Eugene for the recording this time. Okay, just a quick one now for the lenses one, guys. Beneficial for the new student here as well, guys. Basically, we learned about two things, right? Either it's going to be a converging lens or it's going to be a diverging lens, guys. First question I want to ask, those that are wearing glasses, are you using converging lens or diverging lens? Huh?
Converging. I mean, in shape, it looks like it.
Bro,
Converging.
bro, we literally...
Converging is long-sighted, right? Are you the one searching the word?
Shut up lah.
Telling us to...
Shut up lah. I literally opened this picture for you guys the other day. You guys remember this picture? Shit, where was that picture?
You definitely don't show such a detailed picture.
Shut up lah. Where's that damn picture?
I think it's not one.
Was it this one?
The one that I remember you showed one simple, very, very simple.
Anyways, whatever lah.
Wait,
I can't find it anymore already. But anyways, everyone shut up and listen, okay? Diverging is for short-sightedness. In fact, I even remember telling you guys to write this down. They asked you guys to write this down in the notes.
Where?
You did, right? Then why you say you don't know? You need to know this. You'll be tested in your exam. This is for short-sightedness. This is for long-sightedness. Right. Then after that, I also told you that this part is extremely important. Remember or not, I said that you need to be able to label this, right? The most important one will always be tested on, which is your focal length, which by definition should be from where to where?
From the principal focus to the center.
Yes, very good. It's from the optical center to the focal point. It's known as focal length, right? They always ask you this in an exam. And in fact, I remember back then, I can't remember which week was this. I even asked you guys which one is going to be the focal length for which, once again, some of you guys told me it was the image to the lens or the lens to the object and something random. Remember or not? Who was those guys?
Me.
Whatever, I can't remember already. Okay, whatever. Anyways, guys, remember our focal length is always from the optical center to the focal point. And in your lenses, there'll always be 6 major characteristics. Actually, there'll be a 7th one, right? It'll either be real or virtual. How do I know whether it's real or virtual again, guys?
If it's like behind the lens.
Okay, good. If it's opposite side of the lens, it will always be real. And if it's on the same side of the lens, it will be virtual. Magnified means to say the image became bigger, and diminished means to say the image became smaller. Upright means to say the image is still pointing upwards, and inverted means to say the image is pointing downwards, right?
Isn't that true that when it's real, it's always inverted?
Yes, correct. So these were the examples that I talked about, right? You see, the lens, this is your object, right? This is your image, right? Object pointing up, image pointing down, it will be known as inverted here. Right? If the object was bigger and the image became smaller, it will be diminished. And if it was formed by real light, it will always be real, right? Remember, hey guys, I want to emphasize once again that whenever you draw the light ray diagrams, it's the same for all of the lenses, guys, in a way that, let's say your object is here, right? You'll always have one straight line cutting through the focal point, and then the second line will always cut through the optical center. You'll need to remember this because later on there will be exercises on this. Two light rays only, straight line until the normal, cut through the focal point, and then cut through the optical center. I think in the notes there will be an example. Refer to that later on. Is there? Oh, it's not there. Okay, never mind. Later I'll get it for you. But anyways, if let's say the object and the image is same size, you're going to write same size, guys. Usually this is for photostat machine, right? Your photocopier will make the exact same size, which is the reason why when you print something, it will always be the same size, right? And once again, it will always be straight line cutting through the focal point and cutting through the optical center. Wherever the lines meet, that is where the image is formed. The most common one that I've said that is going to be this type of lens, right? Which is generally for magnifying glass, always comes out in your exam. In your magnifying glass, you should know that, right? If the object is placed where again?
Between the focal point.
Good. It will always be placed in between the focal point and the center, right? Optical center. If the object is placed here, automatically you should know that this is going to be a magnifying glass. Remember, right? This is important. Always comes out in your exam one. And once again, you're going to draw the exact same style for the light ray diagrams again. Wait, is he coming back when he waves like that? Wait. Anyways, you're going to draw one straight line until the normal, cut through the focal point and cut through the optical center. You realize that these two light rays are diverging, open and open and open, right? Means to say the image will not be formed anywhere here. No, right? Instead, you're going to draw virtual light ray, dot, 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 dot. And you see, this image is formed by virtual light, right? That's why the image is known as virtual. Yes.
The same size. Can it mention?
Wait, you first. What? What eye? Example of the eye. Oh, these are the applications of certain type of lenses. This. Oh, okay. So in reality, right, our eyes are, like there's a lens here, right? There's a lens right here, right? Right. Anyways, actually, in reality, whatever image that goes into our eyes is actually inverted on. Just that our brain has always
corrected us.
Yeah, has always received image in this way. So our brain automatically flips the image back around. And that's why your world is not upside down. But in very, very, very rare cases, let's say, for example, you got a real bad head trauma, right? And then your brain cannot flip that image anymore. Your world will literally be upside down. Sorry, what?
What?
The image?
Image.
Oh, everything that you see will actually be diminished.
Actually,
Yes.
color.
No.
The visuals.
Everything that you see from the camera and your eyes is actually naturally diminished. Just that once again, from our own experience, we have realized that what is real size and what is the diminished size, and now our brain has auto-corrected it already. But you'll never be tested on this in your exam. That's why I didn't really highlight this.
Fish in the pond.
That thing is called refraction, nothing to do with the fish in the pond. Yes, next question.
Isn't the last one here, the magnifying glass, is similar to like a camera that can zoom in?
Camera that can zoom in, or what? This one is beyond me, or I don't know. I don't think it works the same because a camera lens will be this one here, which in a very, very rare case, if let's say, right, you constantly drop your phone, right, the processor inside here that constantly flips the image will be upside down also. In fact, Mr. Gilbert has done it before. Back then, before phones were really expensive, he's a sick guy, by the way. He used to take his phone and throw at the stray cats. He's a sick guy, like I said, he's a sick guy. And at one point, right, when he turned on his camera, he's like, hey, why the image is upside down already, one? Then until we didn't really figure it out why, but until right, I started teaching this again, I realized that our brain and this processor here actually automatically flips the image. That's why the thing doesn't go upside down. But in a very, 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 very rare case, throwing your phone to the ground constantly is just like the head trauma that you'll eventually experience, right? So don't hit your head, guys. Your world will become upside down. Yes, next question. What do you want to ask?
For same size, I just use older to measure this.
Yes, if they are the same size, they will obviously be the same height. Okay, guys, once again, I want to emphasize that you need to know how to draw this one, the most important one of them all. Yes, and from that, we even had time to draw all these blah, 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 blah. And before we continued with the exercises, I talked about the dispersion of light, right? This is the reason why what is formed.
Rainbow.
Rainbow is formed, right? What acts as the prism in the rainbow?
Huh?
What
Glass.
Whoa. Yeah, throw glass in the air.
glass? Wow, bro.
Water droplets.
What water droplets in the air right after, that's why every time after rain you'll see a rainbow, right? It's because the water droplets in the air acts as a prism ma. Ngamo. Ngamo.
Yum, yum.
Nyam, 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 nyam. Oh, by the way, ngamu is just a term for correct or not in Cantonese. So you're going to hear it a lot in this class, especially for the non-Chinese speakers here.
Finally answered.
Yeah, he's mastered it already. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, you guys need to remember the sequence of the color, guys. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And I told you that there's one way to remember it, right? By imagining there's some random English guy's name. What's his name again? Yeah, Roy G. Biff, guys. Roy G. Biff is the way you remember the sequence of the rainbow. Whatever way you want to remember it, lah.
Probably like a tree.
Huh? What? No. Whatever lah. Whatever way lah. It doesn't matter. And I also want to emphasize this is important. The wavelength for red color is the longest, whereas violet color is the shortest, guys.
The longest is better.
Sorry? No need to remember the value. You need to remember which one is longer.
Right. So the red one, the one with the longest, then will be seen more from farther away.
Seen more. You could say that because red is the most striking color.
Is it like all the time on the towers, right? On the towers, after the 9/11 crisis, they started putting the red.
What the hell? I don't think it's related, but
But
red color is the most striking color. If you think about it, all emergency colors are always red in color. Ambulance, red light, stop sign, blah, blah, blah. Red is striking, so it's easiest to see. But I'm not sure if it's related to the wavelength though. But it's just the easiest to see. Anyways, they will test you on that. You need to remember which one is longer only. Okay, and finally, in your exam, they'll test you about monochromatic light again, right? What does monochromatic light mean again?
Now we must the black and white filter.
What?
No.
No, then
They asked that in like the.
What?
Yeah,
What?
What is the answer?
on the exam.
It's
like
I'm really confused. But anyways,
black color.
no.
No, one color.
Yes, single color wave, right? Single color wave or single frequency wave. They'll ask you this. Define what a monochromatic light is. You can say wave with single
Wavelength.
and single.
Frequency.
Yes, excellent, good. Okay. If a monochromatic light shoot through this prism, will it disperse or not? Will it disperse if monochromatic light shoot through this prism? If I shoot a laser beam through this prism, will it disperse or not? No, why not? Because it only has one single wavelength. In order for it to disperse, it needs to have 7 different wavelengths.
Is it necessary?
Yes.
2B7 or like it can be like 2?
It could be 2 or more. But usually dispersion is for 7 lah. Okay? Yes, and that's the end. Ta-da! Magic. Anyways, shit, which one are this one? No, we didn't. Flip it and show me we finished all this.
Oh, I had a piece of paper.
Yeah. Shut up lah.
Oh, I didn't even.
Shut up lah. Do this, everyone. Wait, was it this page? Is this 110?
Yes.
Everyone start doing this right now. Is it?
Yeah.
Everyone didn't do it.
Did you do it?
She finished everything, regardless of whether I asked or not. No, she's the model student here.
Yeah, we did that.
I wouldn't use that term for you. Start doing it right now, everyone. Oh, did you even do the one that
We did it in physical class, and I think if I didn't write anything, I would keep up with it. Yeah, exactly. I think it was the day I went first day of the museum.
Good. Yeah. Hey, for you though. And I think there's something to help you out. I think there's a lot of words that okay. So, okay, I'm gonna help you out because like you literally just joined today. But look here, the first question, right, once you state the full description, right? Whenever the exam asks you for a full description, they're actually asking for the three things. Is it real or virtual? Is it unified? Is it image? Is it inverted or upright? Okay, so look, first thing you ask yourself is whether they are real or virtual. This right here. Real or virtual in this scenario. Okay, you see, this is the object, right? And this is the image, right? The real light is going to be represented by solid lines. Okay, this image is formed by dotted light. Yes, so the first answer is going to be the image is virtual. The second thing is whether it's magnified or removed. Look here, the object is this size, the image that is produced. Yes, it will be magnified because it's bigger, right? And then the last question is whether it's upright or inverted, from which obviously it is. Yeah, not about this one. Yes, my friend.
So this image real, right?
Oh,
Can you refer to the notes that is given to you? You think considered real?
What is reality?
Please, no, this is physics, not philosophy. So, okay, this question is actually very commonly asked to make sense. Whether it's real or virtual, it is dependent on whether it can be formed of the screen. So, for example, you see this image that is formed on the screen, right? This is considered to be real. If usually for magnifying glass or this right, it cannot be formed based on that's why I suppose it's going to be virtual. Okay, next, which one do you think is the focal length from where to where? Exactly in the middle here.
Somewhere in the universe.
No, what?
Now take a wild guess. P, Q, R, or S. Wait, no, it's a sub. It's two-letter word.
Oh, group letter word. Oh, you can that earlier,
Yes.
man.
Yes, your turn. Which one? P, Q, R, or S. R to S, R to Q, R to P, or R to S. No, wrong. S, why? Because focal length is always from an optical center, which is represented by R, to S, which is known as the focal point. Okay, right, RS.
Direct R to S, RS.
Just RS is really not so. Okay. Then you print, something, but you go off. Wait a minute. For maths class the other week.
Oh,
You came for maths
Yeah.
class the other week. Oh, okay. How come you weren't here just now?
probably.
Okay, you're gonna use this as a reference point. Right. Anyway, I told them this already in exam. This is important, this is important, this is important, and yes, this one is important. Okay. So right now, see this question, they say figure 7.2 shows an object. Keyword of this object, click on the left side of the converting lens, principal focus, which is marked here. Where is the principal figure? You are asked to draw 2 ways to locate where the image is. So once again, we can follow the same method from your object, straight line until the window, cut through the focal point, the second light ray, cut through the optical center, and wherever the light rays meet, that is where it's from. To that. Yes. Good, this is a mirror. Find me where the image is. What do you think will happen when the light ray hits the mirror? What will happen when the light ray hits the mirror? Tells to reflect off. Then this light ray hits this mirror, it will reflect, and then how do I find the image? Think about how I'm gonna use it. Why?
Accidents happen, guys.
Think about what? Wait. Darren, what?
Here. So I draw a line here.
Yes.
This here.
Good. Then second light ray.
Then this one will be like.
Yes, good. Cut through the optical center and find where the image is. Hey, this is not optical center, my friend, because you don't know. Yes. Yes, good. Yes, what?
Wait, what? How about I read my or
What?
can you send me a recording?
Which
of
one?
Sorry.
That is complicated now.
Yes, this is what it's called. This is the photo one.
These are the photo. This R is the optical center. Okay. And the asset. You will see, this is the optical center, right? See, this point here is called a photo point, right? So where would be the focal length?
So on the S is the
Yeah, so where would be good, excellent.
so I measure this.
So what major?
Or R to S.
Oh, this is the mirror. You're supposed to think about how to use what we learned previously from. Like that here. So, from here. From here, because the mirror is here. Here right now. So think about this. There's the thing I can tell you about. When this light is the mirror will happen. And this ray is the mirror will. Where will it be? Yeah. Good. Anyways, right now where will the image be? Please, no, are you gonna be like Alia? I can already feel the Alia presence here already.
Where's Aya?
Still on holiday. Boy, think about it. Don't you think that this picture and this picture is a bit different? How do I find where the image is? Think about it. Yes.
Where is I?
Right. Yes, very good. Wow, can you use real straight lines instead of the Sukahati? No, I can already feel it. Wait. Why this one light ray start here, one light ray start here, one? Shouldn't they start from the same point?
Yeah, it's like it's a big
It's a bit it looks very off to me, Yes. Oh, good. That's the image. This is the image. So I wanna emphasize this is the mirror. You're standing here.
Oh, image inside.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you sure? Okay, I just want to ask you, if let's say I have a mirror right now, will my image be here or will my image be there? Okay, then how come this object is here, the image is there? Think about it. Think about it. Anyways, guys, everyone, I think you have enough time and sufficient terrorizing from your side already.
Then
Yeah,
I
you do.
just think it wrong.
You need to lah, by right, but you can agak-agak. Okay, anyways, everyone, please pay attention to this part here. I've seen some terrorizing answers already, and I've had enough. Guys, so first and foremost, you look at this question here, they ask you for the full description, right, of the image I, which you're supposed to write the three things, real or virtual, magnified or diminished, inverted or upright. In this case here, first and foremost, will it be real or virtual?
Virtual.
It will be virtual, right? Please write the full word. Then will it be upright or inverted? It will be upright. And then will it be magnified or diminished? It will be magnified. Bam, 2 marks here, easy. Right?
Can you do it under order?
It doesn't matter what the order is. Okay? Then after that, the next part here, they ask you to find the focal length. What's the answer for the focal length? Very good. It's R to S. It's because it's always from the optical center to the... Good. Excellent. RS. Good. Then next, we come to this drawing here, which is literally 3 marks, guys. 4 damn marks for drawing something that... For drawing something that you're supposed to know. Guys, they already tell you that this is the object, right? What you drew was you're imagining this as the image. If this is the object, once again, the 2 light rays will always be standardized, right? The first light ray will pass through the focal point. Like this. It will go straight first, and then after that, it will cut through the focal point, right? Use your ruler to draw properly. Then after that, the second light ray will cut through the optical center straight away, and wherever the 2 lines meet, that is where your image will be formed. Ta-da! This is your image.
Then the one for the
Oh, okay, good. Then this, now that I see this question, I feel like I went through this question before.
I'm telling you, you did it last time.
Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, next, they ask you to draw one other light ray that forms the image. Guys, I want to let you know, for any lens, right, the light rays are all supposed to hit one spot because that's where the image is formed. Meaning to say, right, you could literally have that understanding and you can draw one straight line here and cut through, use your ruler, right? And you're supposed to cut through exactly the tip of the image. Right, with a ruler, I can't because I'm using a damn mouse, but you guys have the power of a ruler.
So the ray must be drawn in the middle of the...
Yeah, if not, you could have drawn something like this, guys. You could have drawn something like this, straight line, and then straight line here also can also be correct. It doesn't matter, even if you draw like this, and then the key thing is, even if you draw on top here, right? The key thing is it must pass through the image, the tip of the image again only. You get what I mean?
So I must go straight only.
Yes, correct. Yes. What? PR? What did I just say just now?
It's from the lens with the focal.
It's from the optical center to the focal point. It's known as focal length, right? Okay, I want to emphasize again. What's the definition of focal length again? From where to where? Okay, good. Right now, you said PR, right? This is the middle of the lens, known as optical center. But is this the focal point? No. Where's the focal point? This one? Okay, you have three options, right? Either this, or this, ma. Is this the focal point or not? No. Is this a focal point? No. Then how come this is the focal point? How do I know that this is the focal point? Because the light ray cuts through there. Like all the images that we have been drawing, your straight line will always cut through the focal point. Straight line cut through focal point. Straight line cut through focal point. Straight line cut through focal point. The two light rays that cross is where the image is formed. The two light rays cross, image form. Two light rays cross, image form. Two light rays cross, image form. Yes, what do you want to ask?
So I can basically choose where the points are touching.
For which question?
So this one.
Like this one?
Yeah, I can choose where, basically I can choose where is the image.
No, you can't. It's a fixed point. That's why it gave you this question first before this question. This question is supposed to lead you to this question. Okay, listen up. Okay, so okay, hey, Eugene, first and foremost, did you draw this correctly or not first? This first light ray here, then the second light ray here. You go draw? No.
So it's like
Okay. Listen up. These two light rays is a standard template. It's literally a standard template. It's applicable for all the light rays. It'll always be straight line, cut through, straight line, cut through, then cut through the optical center.
So what? Did you
Okay.
I did 2, 3, and
get titled or did
That's where the problem is. The second light ray will always cut through the what? It's called the optical center. Okay, it will always cut through the optical center. From these two light rays, I locate where the image is, right? Okay, hey, listen. If I know that where this image is, right, no matter how many more light rays I draw, by right, it should be cutting through the same point. Means to say, if I draw one more light ray here, it will cut through here. If I draw another light ray here, it will cut through here. If I draw another light ray here, it will cut through here. That's how I know that this is where the image is formed. Regardless of how many light rays I draw, they will all cut through the same point. Means to say they'll intersect at the same point. You get what I mean? Okay. The only thing that is a little different is the unconventional light ray, which is the bottom one here. This bottom one here is literally the inverse of the first light ray, in the sense that you draw straight line here, then you cut through back here. And in most cases, I can find that this is the focal point of the other side of the lens. You know, like this focal point and this focal point, they're actually the same distance if I were to use a ruler to draw. Yes. Okay. Everyone, I want you all to quickly go through this question, but most importantly, I want you all to actually attempt this question here. I'm going to give you guys another. Good. I want you all to start attempting this question here, right? And then I'll give you another 10 minutes. We'll discuss the answers after this. Everyone, draw me something right now. May it be right or wrong. Hopefully more right than wrong. Right.
touch inside the apply.
No, you have to patch this long, the exactly of the lens, then you sign up program. Hey, what's it again?
Not that.
These are the reflected rays, right? If you refer to.
Then I think. Not that.
Yeah, what? Sorry, next one. What do you want to say? What's back? Okay, we stop that. When do you get that? When do you get it from?
I bought it. Shopee.
This.
Well, you know in Shopee they sell katanas.
Yeah, they're gonna sell terrorist next, so stop that. So, yeah.
From
Yeah,
the art,
and-
it means here.
Yeah.
So into actually.
So this is part of here, like, it doesn't matter where, but the thing is, you must take the normal, it doesn't matter where, we get, but ultimately. Once it is a normal, it's actually going to, it's exactly at the top that like says in the set. Because no matter even if I draw one of the lines here, they will solve the set as an intensive point here, that's how I know it. Here, you get one, say then, bang.
So that is.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend.
Good.
It's supposed to be not like, yeah, it's supposed to be solid lines here. This will be solid lines, right?
Answer is good.
Because it will be like reflected. Then this will be dotted lines because these are not real light, right? These are. Yes.
No, where's the eye? I see the eye. No, the eye. In the scene eye. If I go and.
How do you know? Almost correct. Almost correct.
Like you're trying to make a thing first. Then it is, yeah, like you have to make that.
Hey, can you sit down and do your work?
Say what?
Comment, thank you.
Say what?
Yeah, so what you need to do is you need to actually reflect, no, this light ray, it will reflect, this light ray will reflect as well. Then once you have this straight line, you're going to use formula, and then you're going to trace the dotted lines here, and we're going to do the same things on this one as well, with 3 dotted lines.
So are you going to pay me 49 cents for the table?
Yes, so some of you guys, rich, right? I'm not one claiming from me yet.
Maybe I have two.
Really patient. How many drinks do I owe you guys next week? Okay, next week confirm.
7.
Ah,
7.
if I don't, you guys can come beat me up.
Why, but teacher not coming next week? Oh no. That's so sad. You see, no, but I'm not coming.
Why not actually?
Where's school?
Again,
Yes.
for what?
For open day.
Open day,
Take a sport day lah.
Open day, then my school try to impress the parents. They put 4 envelopes.
You see, this one is the same
I mean, that dress is so.
as this one here. The light with the mirror, this
Like,
light,
what are you guys
the
talking
other reflect, and then we dotted lines that come back with it. So right now, where is the reference point? The good, this not the whole line, but the light ray is the fall happening.
That's.
Oh, this.
Yeah, school days.
Oh.
So right now, sorry.
Yes, look, you reflect.
I've
You reflect,
Right,
alright.
that's what you talk about. School guys already. How do I find where the identity you are? I use it good.
Bot.
Find stuff like that is
There I am. Yes.
Why
Why you know the How do you know this is straight away?
Next second Zoom is super.
We're supposed to draw something like that.
This one also another one wrong. You're supposed to draw something like that.
Brother, you know how I found out I did the
Good job.
For this one, we need to like the car, you do like reflection of this light.
Yes, but you're supposed to draw, to reflect, draw, to reflect, then dot, and dot, then you'll write the images. Yeah. So you can just identify one.
Wrong.
Oh,
This line for. This line here, green line.
I'm sure we'll hold it up. I mean, it's normal that everyone will do it.
Yeah, that's your section. Those are.
Where got always only for classes? What country would I want to also like? Why? I don't know.
We're gonna get the next class. And then the next.
Oh, I'm recording. But that's really power value. And this is oh the physics exam one now. The paper two 是题有3个题我抓不住。我分读题目我全了。
第三。
不能。I 他问我那个 heat 怎样 transfer using path and conduction， 然后 lattice right transmission。他问我还有多一个是什么？然后那个我不懂，然后我写 relation。那得看你 convection。哦 I know so yeah I know。然后还有一个他说那个外面这个不是silver来的哦，那我 damn confused looking at the picture.
Because that also silver, black, white is always about radiation, reflect, absorb. Right?
然后我写 reflect， 我写 reflect heat 没有写 reflect radiation。OK， 我问完那个老师，因为这
但是看老师会不会给对这些那些。
Save my exams. Save my exams. 真的说这是 my exams.
Oh, they ask this, yeah, they long people know the script, the Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Say some good and you
This, if you did that, then you confirm correct. Yeah. Good. Okay, guys, it's time to discuss the answers, my friends.
They ask this. And for the answer, the answer this side is not fair. It's wrong already. Like this one, it's a correction, this one you said, and then it's wrong.
What? Wrong? Okay,
No, it's wrong.
ask the teacher to challenge me.
Okay, guys, everyone, it's time to discuss the answers for this question here.
teacher, why don't you teach that in a school or a university?
They won't hire me.
Right.
Not qualified.
And then you say you want to challenge the teacher.
Oh my god. Anyways, guys, listen up.
So you qualified enough. Why you not out?
Shut up, listen. Everyone, shut up, listen. Okay, so let me tell you once again, I know that you guys didn't hear me the first time when I said it, but I'll say this again. There's two ways to do this question. The right way or the easy way, okay? The right way to do this was, it's very complicated, the right way. You're actually supposed to, first and foremost, you're first and foremost supposed to draw a normal here, like with a Dan ruler, right? Dot, 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 dot. You're supposed to measure how much angle is this. Then after that, you're supposed to measure the exact same angle, draw a straight line. Same thing for this one, measure how much angle is this. Measure the exact same angle, draw a straight line. Then after that, with your ruler, with reference to this straight line that you draw now, You're supposed to dot, 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 and then you're supposed to dot, 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 and then most likely you'll get an image, right? That is wrong. Because what's going to happen is most of the students that I see, they will draw an image somewhere around here, from which, if you think about it, right, if you draw one straight line down, it's not even going to connect to where the object is. This is the most common mistake that I see in the exams, okay? Now listen up. If you think about it, right, when you're standing in front of the mirror, the guy in the mirror is not going to be shifted one box to the left, right? This is that scenario here right now. Your image is literally shifted one box to the right. Can you see this? Right, so this is actually going to be wrong. Okay, you actually need to draw it until it's very accurate here, 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 and here. Then you will find an image that is exactly above the object. So what I always tell the students to do is do the easy way, then you cheat a little bit and it will be much easier. I think Elizabeth was the only one that did this. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
I can't.
Good. What you're actually supposed to do is shut up, listen. Okay, you're supposed to find out this is the object, right? You literally measure how many boxes upwards here, and then you're going to measure the exact same boxes upwards here, and then you find where the image is straight away.
Just measure the box from down.
Shut up. Shut up. Don't tell me or anything else. Shut up, please. Okay, guys, with this, then you do it backwards, right? You do it backwards, then you, with a ruler, you dot, 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 straight line. Dot, 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 straight line. Then after that, you start filling up whatever you missed, right? You start to draw the normal. After you say that this angle and this angle, then you draw the normal again. Then you say this angle and this angle. This way, 100% correct. 100% correct. You know what I'm talking about? Anyone recall that I said this before in the first time I taught you guys this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the difference will always be in boxes.
Most of the time it will be boxes. If it's not in boxes, it will be easier to draw. But most of the time, if let's say it's not in boxes, you just measure how long is it? Maybe like 4 cm, then you 4 cm upwards. But you must make sure it's directly above. Because you think about it, your image in the mirror won't be shifted one box to the right, right?
Yeah, this one, right? I did not get it this one. So they gave it to all the students who were going for the Langkawi trip. Going Langkawi. Like the whole school.
You know what is this for actually?
For camping.
Yeah.
Open it like this. Supposed to keep it on all the time.
Yeah, don't play with this. Unless you're here to do some school shootings as well.
Bro, this is
But
what I've done, bro.
in this case, school stabbings. Guys, we got a terrorist here. We got a terrorist here. the what's it called? The minority here is here to get us all. Just like in America.
We gotta whistle to her. Should I try blaming it?
No, please.
Yes, I she got down.
Okay, guys. Done with the drawing. Everyone got this already?
Say.
Hey, you got a problem with the instruction, is it? I said no and then you blow onto it. Okay, guys. Yeah, what else was important? Guys, can you flip through? By the way, how to draw this, by the way? Anyone drew this already?
And then, like, is it like the most like it's corrected into? So it's a red environment, so need two, right? Like,
The dashed line shows the path of the ray of violet light. So how should I draw it?
And disperse.
Yeah, it will disperse, right? So they asked me to draw the red light, right? I draw the path where the red light takes. How? Okay, guys, listen up. Listen up. So this one here, if you see this triangle, for sure, is going to be dispersion of light, which I assume everyone knows by now, right? Then they tell you that this dotted line here is the light where the violet light refracts upon. And then the question here, they ask you to draw and label the path where the red light takes onto the prism. So my first question is, right, where should the red light be in the prism? Should it be above the dotted line or should it be below the dotted line? Good, because red light is above violet, right? So you draw this one here. Then if they ask you to draw another dispersion, you just draw this one here, right? This is where the violet light will be. This is where the red light will be. But I don't think they ask you to draw beyond the prism, so you just needed to draw this line here. And you're good for 2 marks already. No, solid line.
Teacher, for paper 4 physics. No, not paper 2 physics. If like light comes out, what type of question will be? Like, would they like be giving me a diagram?
Yeah, most of the time they will give you a diagram. Yes, paper 2 is ABCD.
Yes, paper 2 is.
Easy like crazy. You close your eyes, for sure can do.
Actually, then, are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm serious. Most of the students are expected to score above 30 out of 40 in here.
Oh, I have to defend my first.
In here. Hey guys, can you all take 5 minutes to draw this? Next week we're going to start with the new syllabus already.
It is a recording for this.
Sure. Please request from me after class, for which I will usually reply you by Monday. Because Sunday is for Jesus, bro.
Everything.
Oh shit.
Definitely.
I hope no parents saw that.
What?
Hey, yeah, what's wrong? I'm Christian.
Yeah, but you're Christian, you're doing namaste. Namaste. Yeah, Christian, I'm Christian.
Okay, anyways. Hey, can you think?
Who do you pray to?
Huh?
Who do you pray to?
The God of Campbell.
Other than that,
Hey guys, can you take 5 minutes? Hurry up, do this question right now.
It's a son Raphael in Elijah.
Huh? It's Raphael.
No, Raphael. Mr. Gilbertson is Elijah.
oh,
Elijah is
oh God, that makes me feel like it's out of like anime movie. Other than Jesus.
the one who was Raphael.
Anyway.
Yeah, and Raphael is a good guy. Elijah is a bad guy.
Wow.
Fight it out to death.
Labeling already, huh? Wait, hurry up, boy. Everyone shut up and do your work. I want to see some real answers here.
Yeah.
Shut up and do your work. We locate where the focal line is first. Yeah, good. Okay. I'll draw the light rays. Oh. Okay.
But you Isn't like all the supposed to be all the
Good. Oh, okay, see, the light rays are spreading out already. So where will you? Yeah. This is the last one, bro.
Going beyond the page.
The principle of since we feel both is the line as this text to the system, right? That's pretty cool. You see your phone, no? It looks like you already got the right answer.
Oh, I'm still doing this. Universe.
Let's go beyond the page.
Oh, it's a printing error. Ah. Ah.
I can't do it,
Ah.
Densely.
Yes, my friend. Yes, definitely. See, correct. We'll please refer to this. Refer to this diagram. Think about how to do it here. Yes, good. Backwards.
Can I also start playing the God? Can I also start playing the God? It's like out of the way.
Yeah, it's okay. Just one it up
Wait, go to where?
to until you cannot walk anymore. So
Yeah, how you pick that up?
No.
hey, my friend, I don't think you're reading the question, huh?
Yeah. And object 275.
Okay, and
Place is placed to 2 centimeters to the left.
where's the left of the lens? This is the lens, right? Do the next part.
Yeah, the next part is the language. Teach.
Oh,
There's no point in the question.
good.
So what do
Yeah, I
I
need
do?
to see what
What is
The next question
It will
says
be the look of the
from the.
the one works for it.
Yeah, after that, height of the one.
Then
Yeah,
I can speak this one, that's the only one I do.
yeah, it's magnifying glass.
Yes, my friend. How may I help?
Except now,
Spreader.
As long as it's sugar, right? It's only if it's invisible, right? If it's smaller than the water. If it's bigger than the person, then you automatically know it.
You enjoy your time here, asking. So you see this question here, is it the object is only 2 cm high?
Then I
Full
ask you
side
that.
around here, there'll be 2 cm high in measure. And then it's also placed 2 cm from the left of the lens. This is your lens here. Okay, they're gonna measure 2 cm. After that, they're gonna measure 2 cm, and this is where the thing around this where the object will be. When they say that the considering lens has a focal length of 3 cm, which means they from here, they will measure 3 cm. Right, then after this will be a focal point. Okay, with this here, you're going to do this method again. But the first line here will go straight, but the focal point and have a optical center and result of the third. Did not, my friend. How? They draw this one. Good. So, bottom backwards.
Of course not. But look like a run.
Once you're done with this page, the last question, flip to the next page and tell me the answer, everyone. Everyone, please be careful when you're doing the answer from 114, because this part triggers me the most if you get it wrong. Please show me your answers. An educated guess will be much preferred.
What's your what?
Teacher.
I say,
Teacher.
ah,
Hey, who?
okay, what about number 2?
Is it correct or not?
Yes.
That's what I expected. Holy moly, what?
What's this?
Your team's
It's horizontal. Yeah, right.
It's not bad, look right.
Oh, let's see, it's not okay. It's not okay. I think it's it's not it's pretty much isn't what your program is.
I'm not here.
Still have.
That's not my has the. Yeah.
It's very cute, but
What do you mean by arrow?
I'm the arrow, but for the arrow.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Yeah, so when we try.
File is named after one of your yes. How do you know? Right, Christian? No.
This your opinion, it was
Was can. What is it?
was a virtual.
I'm glad to show you.
Yes, I know. You must be the team educators will not be. It's the teacher.
In your ball, like 2 monkeys, then you have
Shut up, I will tell you nonsense already. You can answer correctly now. What's the answer going on?
I thought that
No, I mean like 这个时候
Hello, my friend. But do this question. This one only because cannot wait.
所以这个本来就是 yes you 这个明白了，它的关系It's empty. It's good, not something like this, bro. Not this. Hey, Carlo.
So backtrack and
Oh, that's all.
I have no answers. I give you one chance. Select which one is the correct one. I'm gonna walk around. I'll give you one chance before I beat you up.
So as long as 这个比较大的
I just find the right.
There's one in the game of life.
That's not
But before that, you better be working hard.
object.
Yeah, so this already right. You see, considering design how we use the bottom line.
这个到这个时候过来
It's making you confused.
Oh, it's A B.
No,
Is it not A B?
it is AB.
It's more or less. Wait,
The actual exams
you do know that I don't talk to you anymore.
Which one is correct? In this is the object, this is the image, the description, which one is correct for this diagram? Okay, this is correct already. Is it real or virtual? No, because
So I guess it's.
yes, because your doctor line here, right? Is it magnified same size or diminish?
I was like, fuck these guys.
Good, you're done. Good. Good, what's the answer to this one?
You do it.
Virtual.
And multiple. Define answer.
That's short part.
No, American here. That's how much?
So you know, yeah, it's kind of scary.
From when to where?
You turn 1, 2, then when it comes here, you just.
Think about it, I need one chance. This one, this guy here. Give me 2 answers, which were wrong. Okay, guys, for the sake of timing, guys, everyone pay attention, okay? Let's go through all the answers that I think are relatively important. Okay, so the first one here, I think most of you guys did it correct already. What you need to do is you need to measure 2 cm, right? Then you measure another 2 cm. Then what you realize that the focal point is somewhere around 3 cm here, right? 3 cm here. Then you draw 2 light rays. You draw one straight line, cut through the focal point, cut through the optical center, and you realize that dot 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 dot. That is where the image will be formed. Yes, I think most of you guys got this correct already. Now listen up. This part is extremely important. Pay attention, everyone. Everyone, pay attention. Okay. This question literally comes out once every 2 years, if not more.
Okay, they'll ask you to state and explain whether this image produced is real or virtual. So obviously you can do the statement first, right? It's going to be, what did you say?
Virtual.
Who said you?
It's virtual, right? How come it's virtual? Yes, first and foremost, we know that it's formed by dotted lines, right? So it's going to be virtual, right? Then how do the statement you say that it's virtual, okay? Then how do I explain? How do I explain?
Magnify.
Especially those that already went for the exam already. How do I tell whether it's virtual or real?
Inside, behind the one that
No,
Dotted line.
it's set up. This is a standard answer. Everyone write this down. Everything that is considered to be real, look here, like this image that it produced is real, right? This image produced by the projector is real because it can be projected onto a screen. Inversely, it's true as well, right? If today I say that the image is virtual, it means to say, yes, it can't be projected onto a screen. That is a standard answer in your IGCSEs, which you need to know.
Means you can't see it. No, like it can't be projected. But what does it mean if no, what the fuck?
Sorry, not what am I confusing you guys here? What do you mean? Say that again.
Okay. What does it mean by it's virtual? I know it can't be projected on the screen. And what does it mean by virtual? So you can't see it.
You can see it. You're like a magnifying glass is virtual. Have you played with a magnifying glass before or not?
So it's like what you see through a lens.
Yes, correct. What you see through the, not really through the lens, through a magnifying lens. You think about it, okay, there are two types of images, either it's real or virtual only. Let's talk about the real ones. The real ones are something like this. Everything in your camera, everything in your photostat machine, all the images produced, right, will be real because I can project it somewhere. I can project it on the screen. I can project it on the photostat paper, right? All these images are considered to be real. But then when you talk about virtual, right, beyond the lens, you cannot see it already. For example, if you play with magnifying glass, right, through the magnifying glass, you'll see the image. But there's no way for you to take out the image and photostat it somewhere, you know? You get what I mean?
Put my lens in Europe.
Okay, then it will turn from virtual to real. But that is because of the application of your camera. So you had to do something else with it, right? But by itself, there's no way to plug the image out. Even like if you talk about,
Teacher, what if like you zoom in and you magnify it, right? Or what if you use the magnifying app on your phone?
Yeah, how does
Yeah, exactly. How about the magnifying
how
app?
does the send lens zoom?
Yeah, how? It's the same, right? For sure. But then I can take pictures, so it's not virtual, but it's
I'm
real.
losing my mind here, guys. Don't ask me all these stupid questions. I don't know what the answer to it. I don't know the answer. This is physics, not philosophy. Okay, everyone, next, moving on. This one, I think everyone got it correct.
Yeah, it's
Right, it's going to be virtual and magnified, right? And the last part here, which I see one person haven't do the answer yet. Which one do you think the answer is, Jaren? Between A, B, B, C, B, D, and C donkey for focal length. First and foremost, I want to ask you the definition. For focal length that we've been talking about for the past 1 hour and 10 minutes, what's the definition of a focal length? From where to where? You at the back with your damn phone. What's the definition of focal length? From where to where? Good. Okay, by the definition itself is from optical center to the focal point, right? So among A, B, C, donkey, O, and A, and I, which one is the focal? Sorry, which one is the optical center first? Okay, B is the optical center.
To be
B to B.
A, C, and donkey, which one is the focal point?
B is the focal point. No way.
What?
Where is B?
B is the optical center, right? You just said that, right? So the answer is between A, C, or donkey only. Which one is the focal point? It's not a guess. Think about it. Where do the light rays hit? Where do the light rays hit, Jaren?
Where do they hit here?
Wait, let him go.
No, that's where the image is formed. That's the intersection point.
You're gonna get burnt.
Hey, you, what's your answer again? Did you get it correct already for this one? What's your answer?
Go.
Where's the focal point? A, B, C, or donkey?
Oh, I haven't do it. I think wow.
You haven't do your damn on your damn phone. You, what's the answer? Where's the focal point? Good, the answer is A, B. Why?
Because that's where the thing is hitting the ray. Is bending.
You tell me why.
Yeah, because the A is the focal point
Because?
because the light rays hit.
Good, because the light ray hit, right? If you flip this image upside down, hey! If you flip this image upside down, this is what we've been drawing all this while, right? For the magnifying glass. Straight line cut through the, and then you cut through the
Focal point.
Oh, then to
The center.
optical center, right? Then you dot upwards, right? And the answer is AB.
they're done.
Yes, we're done. Guys, next week we'll come back. Electromagnetism.
Oh, gosh, it's not even by next week.
Oh, you're only coming for maths and physics, is it? Enjoy. See you next week.
Hey.
Oh, what the fuck is going on?
She didn't.
Okay, guys, you have your 15 minutes break before chemistry. Get out of here. See you, Zaina. Bye-bye.
Oh, she go.
Welcome to the class.